Why I call myself the old girl. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Well, today I'm going to tell you why I call myself the old girl. But before I get started, I want to say welcome. Hi, my name is Sheila. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so appreciative of you spending your time with me. All right, well, where did I get the term the old girl from? That actually came from a term of endearment that my dad always called my mom. He always called her and referred to her as the old girl. When I would call home, when I lived in another state, and of course my dad was still living back then, he isn't now, but I'd talk to him on the phone, and then he'd say, well, let me go find the old girl so she can talk to you. Or he'd say, well, me and the old girl went away for the weekend and we danced all weekend long, and things like that. So it was a term of endearment. But even more than that, I still feel like a girl on the inside. And I hope to never lose that. I hope none of us ever lose that, because that's what keeps us young at heart. A friend of mine, a fellow YouTuber, Connie Murphy, from the channel Over 70 and Still Glamorous, and she is, at the end of all her videos, she says, don't forget that girl inside of you. And that is so true, because we all have that. Maybe we don't tap into it, but we sure can. You know, it's just a part of your inner being. And it makes life so much more fun, in my opinion. I know I'm aging. I mean, at 70 years old, I'm not like a young girl. So I'm an old girl. I don't think I'm old just because I'm 70, but because I'm not 16. I'm not just a young girl. I like that feeling of having that girl inside of me. It makes me more fun-loving, more adventurous, more curious, and overall youthful. Inside, I still see myself jumping rope. You know, doing the double jump with the double ropes where they go like this. I mean, that was fun. It took a lot of jumping to get through that. Well, I don't think I could do that today. I haven't tried it in many, many years, and I'd probably get all tangled up in the ropes. But I could still jump rope. But thinking about that, thinking of how I felt riding my bike every day, that was so much fun as a young girl. Well, guess what? It's still fun as an old girl. I love to ride my bike. Can I do tricks on it like I did when I was young? No. You know, can I sit on somebody's handlebars while they ride the bike? No. But I can still enjoy my bike and enjoy riding it. Dancing. Can I dance the same as I could when I was a young girl? Well, pretty close, but not completely. If I did the limbo today, I could get under the stick if it wasn't too far down, but I can't get way down on the ground like I used to when I was a young girl. There are so many things that live inside of us that keep that youthful spirit and that inner glow of that girl part of us. For some people, as they age, they start to feel old. And I can understand that. I mean, you can't do the things you used to do, or you have bad knees or bad hips, Things have changed with your hair, with your skin, with your body. There are constant changes, and they come daily the older you get. But it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to feel old. If you remember that girl inside of you, remember what it felt like to be that girl. Tap into it. It's still in there. Then you begin to see things differently. And that's how I feel about being an old girl. Keeping that girl alive in us gives us such a great outlook on life. And yet, because we're older, we have wisdom. So we have so much more knowledge and understanding about things in life. So to me, it's the best of both worlds. Because we are older or aging, however you want to frame it, we don't care so much about what people think or say with what we do or how we dress. Just because we're, in my case, 70, or you could be 60 or 80 or whatever age, that doesn't mean you have to dress old. Why would you have to? You don't have to be more conservative and more dowdy looking. Who said you have to be? Nobody. Let that young girl inside of you speak to you and tell you, you look great in your shorts, in your skirts, and whatever you like to wear. Listen to her. Don't listen to the outside world or what other people might say. Don't care what they think. Care about what you think, how you feel, what you say to yourself. But you know what makes an aging person look young, like a young girl? It's her smile. It's the gleam and twinkle in her eyes. It's the happiness and joy in her expressions. It's the passion you feel about something. There's so much to still show that youthful side of you. And that's the beauty of it all. So I just wanted to share that with you, why I call myself the old girl and why it doesn't bother me to be the old girl. In fact, it makes me happy because I have the best of both. I have the aging on one hand, but I have that little girl still inside of me. And when I mesh the two together, it makes me proud to be an old girl. So for me, my attitude is I'm never going to get old. I'm going to age, yes, but I'm never going to get old because that girl, that young girl inside of me will always keep me young at heart, youthful, and having a fantastic attitude. Well, now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from 2 Corinthians 4:16. So we don't lose heart. Though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. Well, I really love that because it's so true. Our outer self does waste away. That may sound a little harsh, but what I mean is things change, but not on the inside because our inside is being renewed day by day. Well, how great is that? I think that's just wonderful. And we can keep it renewed by reminding ourselves of who we are deep inside of ourselves, not on the outside. The outside is just a shell. All the goodness lives within us. the way we think, the way we feel, our attitude, our outlook on life. And that is renewed every day. As we practice these things, as we practice being the best person we know how to be, as we practice being good servants, as we practice making that connection with who we are on the inside, then we just get more renewed each day. That keeps us fresh. That keeps us with joy in our hearts. That keeps us in hope. And that keeps us in hope for the future. Because even if our body does go down, things stop working, can't walk due to knee problems, hip problems, whatever it may be, you still have you in here. Well, I thank you so much for being here, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and tap in to your old girl self. Well, until we meet again, this is the old girl, Sheila, signing out. See ya!